Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is taking off runway 24, Person County. Yeah, it's a party. It's a party.
Person County, 44 Lima's holding short, runway 24, Person County.
And 44 Lima, we'll extend downwind so you can get it as well. Crew check 532, Person County.
Crew check's got, blue line used to be assholes, excuse the language. Pricks, is that a better word?
I guess it's a better
All right, let her rip.
Person County traffic, crew check 105, turning left downwind 24, Person.
I didn't care whether you had been holding for half an hour or
Person County,
just didn't matter to
runway
them.
24, leaving the pattern to the east, right behind Papa Alpha, Person County.
Person County traffic, crew check 532 is extended left base, runway 24, full stop, Person County.
Yep. Doing good, but keep an eye on your airspeed.
And Person County traffic, crew check 532 is on extended final, runway 24, full stop, Person County.
A bird, a bird, a bird.
Yep.
At some point you'd think those birds would learn it's probably not the best place to orbit.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
Person County traffic, crew check 105, turning left base 24, Person.
Remember, be looking, there you go, look around.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
Traffic jumpers away at 13.5, stop it.
Person County, 44 Lima is left crosswind, leaving the area to the east, Person County.
At Person County traffic, Cherokee 6033 Whiskey is entering a 45 downwind entry from the southwest. We're approximately 4.5 miles away. Person.
They're on a long approach.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they even announced it.
County traffic, clear track 532 going around 24, departing the area to the south.
Thank you.
Person County traffic, crew check 105, final 24, full stop, Person.
So I guess they make it up for doing a short one. They now did a real super long one.
We're going to enter 45 downwind for runway 24, left closed traffic, Person.
Change the adjustment on that thing?
I did, I tightened it up.
Okay, I was going to say,
because it was vibrating down and
that's fine.
Flaps weren't staying all the way up.
Make sure I was not crazy.
Nope, you were on target.
First County traffic,
about here.
Cherokee Whiskey turning downwind for runway 24.
If you keep extending out, all you're doing is having to fly it back to the runway.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
And Person County traffic, crew check 532 is turning extended left crosswind, runway 24, we're departing the area to the south, climbing to 3,000 person.
So you don't normally, if you're flying a pattern that you're not having to extend out for other people, you don't want to level out. You want to just constantly be coming down. Because every time you level out, you got to also juggle power or you get too slow. So if you can just kind of set things and fly up a glide pattern at about 500 feet a minute down, but you're not far off of where you would need to be. But see, by leveling out, now we haven't come down that of the 200 feet. Now all of a sudden we're back a little bit on the high side again.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha, turning final for runway 24, Person County.
Person County Traffic, crew check 532 is departing off the left crosswind to the south. Last call, Person County. See ya.
Thanks for extending out for us.
No problem.
Kids.
Traffic,
Person County Traffic, crew check 105, taxiing back to 24 via Alpha, Person.
Traffic, RD1, 4 miles. North field, north.
A lot of speed to lose, so stay with it.
First County Traffic, Cherokee 6033 Whiskey, turning left base, runway 24, left close, or full stop. Person.
Feet on the brakes a tiny bit. Don't want to be on the brakes. You want to be off the brakes.
All right, so
Mainly it's speed control.
I thought I had it. And then I
You were looking pretty good.
Traffic, Cherokee
Then I lifted the nose too high.
turning final, runway
But you
24,
still had flying
full stop.
speed,
Person.
so when you touched the ground, the little bit of energy in the spring of the gear pushed you back in the air.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bumpy, huh?
That time of year, good old sunshine, sunshine on my shoulder, makes me happy.
Except when it causes turbulence.
Pearson County Traffic System, Grand Caravan, Charlie Foxtrot, Oscar Tango Whiskey, conducting a load of a survey, 1,500 feet and below, approximately 5 miles to the north of the field. We're going to be transitioning through the area, approximately 5 miles to the east of the airport, heading south eastbound. Pearson County Traffic.
I need more information. That was not enough. That was too brief. What the heck?
Well, at least he told you he's out here somewhere.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
Yeah.
Delivery at 7,
Good.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
See, the last time you probably left the power in just a little bit longer than needed because we were starting the flare still doing about 70.
First County Traffic, Cherokee
And
6053
you would
Whiskey is
like
clear,
to
runway 24.
be 70 down to maybe the tree line
Person County
on
Traffic, check
final.
105, it's
Okay.
24 is left close traffic, Person.
And then depending on what controls you have available to you, either mostly ease the power out a tiny bit so that you come across the end of the runway in a perfect world at about 50 feet at about 60 to 65.
turning final, 3 miles.
Traffic use caution, skydiving in progress over
Now try to hit your starting window at the correct altitude, correct power setting, correct speeds.
I was a little bit too far out, that's why I moved in.
I figured that, but now you're about to get in too close and you came down 100 feet. So now your window is starting at a slightly different place.
Blue Ridge traffic, Comanche 39 Papa is left crosswind, runway 31. I'll be departing to the east.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
Blue Ridge traffic, Comanche 39 Papa is left downwind, runway 31, departing to the west, or the west, nope, east, sorry, Blue Ridge.
Somebody else doesn't know where they are.
First County traffic, track 105, turning a left downwind, runway 24, First County.
Person County Drive 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
So now you want to outline to the 1,000 footers, and you got too much power in for that. So power back to about 17, because otherwise you're picking up a lot of speed. You don't want to pick up speed, you want consistency. Now adjust your pitch, because your pitch right now is airspeed. There you go. And then put in flaps. Don't wait till the last second, because what you want is the flaps to be balanced. You don't want to be changing something, you know, right when you ought to be focused on the landing. So now you're looking pretty good. Speed's slowing down. You're doing fine. Looking good. Okay, power out. Don't drop. Don't pull the nose up yet. Start to bring the nose up slowly. Wait on it. Play it rest of the way out.
Person County traffic, Cessna Grand Caravan Charlie Foxtrot Oscar Tango.
Power.
1,000 feet and below. Clear with the zone to the southeast. Last call. Person County. Person County traffic, track 105, turning left base, runway 24, Person County.
All right, you got it.
What the heck was that?
Probably got a little bit of a wind shear, but when you pulled back, all of a sudden we went way too high for no speed.
Okay.
And lowering the nose helped, but you got to have the power, because you're too far, you're going to drop in like a brick. And so it's a subtle difference between it's okay and I got a little bit of left in the plane I can play with versus
105, turn final runway 24,
you know, all of a sudden I got to get my gun out and start shooting. And in that same point, you can't drop the nose to get the speed back, because you don't have the distance above the ground. And therefore, if you do drop it, we're going to be in real trouble. So there's a point where all you can do is keep the nose from pitching way over and let the plane hit if it has to hit. But it will hit on the main gear. It will take a lot of abuse.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
But if you hit on the nose wheel, the game is over.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
City, Cap 3219, left crosswind, runway 4, Siler City.
First County traffic, track 105, on the go, left close traffic, runway 24, First County.
Siler City, Cap 3219, turning downwind, runway 4, we'll be departing the pattern to the west, Siler City.
Okay, this time you're right where you need to be, right in the window.
Valley Airport. Clear for number 97 Victor Tango, currently 5. East of the field, we're in an extended left downwind full stop runway 6 at New River.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
Now, bring your power back to about 17.
Person County traffic, clear check 105 left crosswind 24.
Very close enough. Now, don't pull back. Let the plane continue to sink slowly, because as soon as you pull back, your airspeed goes away.
Turning left downwind, runway 24, Person County.
You want to just stay fairly relaxed, just a light pressure in that turn. Think of it as drawing a line, a steady ramp that doesn't go up and down, that just doesn't level out, just stays a steady ramp that gets you to the runway.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
Okay, so we're looking pretty good. Speed's okay. Maybe power back just to about 100 RPM. Don't level out, keep it coming down, and put in your flaps. And don't drop the nose. Yes, the flaps will balloon you, and as they do, you got to push over.
Yeah, I was kind of
but you're preempting it.
I was.
Okay, so now we're looking to get slowed to 70. So angle looks okay. So you want to back off the power a little bit to let the plane start slowing down. Work your hands and feet. I think you're doing okay, but just stay on top of it. Keep an eye on that airspeed. The picture looks okay, but keep a sharp eye on your speed. If you're losing it, add power. Looking good. Okay, power out. Don't drop the nose. Nice and steady. Looking good. Now work your landing. About 3 stripes. Smooth. Think smooth. Work it out. A lot better.
Oh, yeah. Compared to last time.
Traffic, clear check 105, short approach 24.
Well, you can't overly blame yourself when you get a gust of wind.
But still, that was a bizarre moment.
Right foot, left wing down. Good. Remember, if you realize that every time you take off, you drop in the right wing, what's going on is your brain says, you're turning, I gotta turn back. Well, the reason you're turning is because you're not using your right foot.
Okay. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
Inbound straight runway 31, Blue Ridge.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
Person County traffic, clear check 105 on the go with 24, and we'll depart to the south on the left crosswind person.
Okay, so about 2,300 RPM, and You want to see if the plane is trimmed for level flight. So let go of it. Pretty good.
It's like up here, it's not as bad as it is down there.
Well, it's not as choppy, but that varies. Sometimes right at the runway it calms down completely. I've seen it bounce like a mule at 5 feet, and right before the wheels touch the runway, it's smooth as glass. I cannot explain that.
All wind. On its own.
Oh, God is having fun.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, too much.
Right over to 10 degrees of flaps. And that should balance your plane out at about 80 knots, give or take a tiny bit. So if you're pulling on it, you're potentially creating something. So here now, as it settles down, it should be coming down about 500 feet a minute. And if you make your turn about now, you ought to be in pretty good shape.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
So don't pull, just stay tiny bit maybe, but mainly stay relaxed. Looking good. Distances look good. You're pretty square to the runway, maybe a tiny bit away from it. Not bad. Nobody coming. You're looking. That's good.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
Tiny bit too much power. Ease it. Power back just a
Warrior
smidgen.
64 Tango Zulu, 5 miles to the
Good.
south. We're going to make an extended downwind on runway 22.
And
Person County traffic,
good.
clear track 105, 3 miles south.
Now
of the
leave
field.
everything alone till you get in closer.
Person.
Warrior traffic 091 correct. 3 miles.
Notice your speed is slowed to about 70. That's about what you'd expect with 1,700 or so RPM. And now we can make subtle adjustments on power based on altitude. If you need to come down, ease the power out a little bit sooner or part of the way down. And then you try not to build up speed here if you can avoid it. That's pitch control. Good. Wind's off your side slightly. Good. Look 3 stripes. Let them come up slowly. And other than nose control, you did fine.
Yep.
And remember, if where you need to be looking is blocked by the nose, you got to look around. You, at least my opinion is that using peripheral vision is harder than using actual look and see.
I would agree.
I'll drink to that.
Warrior 45.
I assume you don't drink coffee.
I do not.
Okay.
Siler City traffic. Warrior 64 Tango Zulu, left downwind, runway 22, Siler City.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
Over traffic in approximately 2 minutes, skydiving on 13,500 feet, avoid order of flying the field. So.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
City traffic, Warrior 64 Tango Zulu, turning left base, runway 22, Siler City.
Pretty balanced.
Siler City traffic, Warrior 64 Tango Zulu, turning base,
getting in pretty close.
Chester traffic,
You're right.
Dawson Scott adding in 1 minute over Chester, 14,000 and below. Any traffic inbound to Chester, please advise.
So you think we ought to call that guy at Chester, tell him we're inbound, 200 miles out?
23 for at Chester. All right, we'll hold it on, please.
All right, so I'm going to tell you how I'm going to fix this before I do it. Since I'm too close, if I go out just a little bit extra,
You could.
that would help me correct it.
Yeah, it's a time distance problem. So if your normal would be wider, it takes 2 minutes to get around. If you're in close, you may need to go longer to get that same 2 minutes, but not necessarily drastically longer.
Okay.
And part of the answer is, where are you here? So right now we're about where we want to be.
Right. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
And of course, the other piece of this is, it depends on how much the wind's pushing you and things like that. And then if you realize you're getting low for any reason, then you have to fix it with power.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
So your angle actually looks okay.
Birds are on the runway.
Oh, those sorry things. Arm the guns. I think we could take them.
You're joking about it, but could be a thing.
It could be, and I'd certainly keep an eye on it. I'm not above powering up and going around just because he's in my way.
I pulled it out a little bit earlier because it was
You're fine. Just keep doing it.
a little bit fast.
Remember, work your feet. Line up the nose with the center line. Use your wings for side to side.
I don't know if you saw how close that bird was.
I don't worry about the small ones.
Okay.
Crow's kind of a medium-sized one, so you worry a little bit. But
Okay. He was on the runway.
yeah, the big ones are the ones that worry me.
He was on the runway. I flew just over top of him.
I bet next time he'll taxi off faster.
That was a dead deer on the highway on the way in. There was like 20 buzzards.
Yeah, that's bad.
It was bad. I couldn't believe it. I think I scared everybody away.
You outlasted them.
They got to go back to Raleigh. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
783 Papa, approximately 8 miles to the west of the field. Be joining it downwind, runway 5, Hardin County.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
Person County, Mitsubishi 5 Mike Alpha, about 18 miles out to the southwest. Papa Alpha, you guys seeing the pattern?
We are. Let us know when you get here. We'll get out of your way.
Hey, Steve. I'll let you know, Mike Alpha.
Okay.
Who is that?
One of my buddies.
What kind of plane?
Mitsubishi, twin-engine turboprop.
Uh-oh.
Watch your altitude.
Chester traffic, use caution, skydiving in progress over Chester, 14,000 and below, bombs away over Chester, please do not reply to the airfield.
South City traffic, Warrior 64 Tango Zulu, departing the area to the east, final call.
Hardin County traffic, Comanche 7834 Papa, approximately 5 miles to the west. Be joining downwind at a 45, runway 5, Hardin County.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
And New River traffic, Skyhawk 357 Echo Sierra is about 10 miles to the south. We're going to do a practice DME arc into runway 6, New River.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
Oh, you did great except the flare. I'm serious. You started the right place. You did everything. You just, at the last little bit of the flare, you didn't do it.
Can I blame the wind?
No.
Okay.
You can blame you didn't look far enough down the runway, maybe.
I'm trying.
Well, I mean, the whole approach looked good.
I know.
You made the right adjustments. You added power when you needed to. You took the power out when you needed to. You held the pitch pretty steady. You started the flare at the right place, at the right air speeds. Just the last little drop of it's the only thing you didn't do. Remember I told you that the joke about little Johnny had never said anything?
Yep. Up until now, everything was fine.
Yeah. So when I'm pretty quiet, either I'm letting you go to see what you can do, or you're doing great. One of the two.
I was encouraged. I was like, oh crap, he's not saying anything. I must be doing this right.
County, Mitsubishi 5 Mike Alpha, left, downwind, 24, person.
Is that guy?
Mike Bergman.
He's coming where? From which direction?
Said he's already downwind. I just don't see him on the screen.
I don't either. I don't see him in the air.
Turning base run.
He's a good pilot. He'd be looking for you.
Okay. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
The other thing is that he probably is running a 1,500-foot traffic pattern, which is what high speeds do.
See him? Thought I saw him. So he should be turning by now, right?
Well, it depends on where he thought he downwind was. Mike Alpha, what's your position now?
That's across to the left, downwind numbers, threshold, about turn base, about Mike Alpha.
All right, we're about even if you will look for you to extend out. So he's probably outside us a bit. Got him? Yeah, I see him. We have you in sight. We'll swing out and come around behind you. If you want to make a circle, do that.
Person County traffic, Cherokee 6033 Whiskey, taxiing to runway 24 via Alpha. Person.
Just do a complete circle and stay in the pattern?
Yep, just do a circle and come back to the same place you were.
Skyhawk 5004 Yankee, 7 miles final.
Just doing great. There you go.
23 Arnett.
Most of the time, fast movers are both higher and wider than you.
Mike Alpha's left base, 24.
So if you maybe want to go that way just a little bit. And we'll kind of come back in, not quite at a 45, but something akin to it.
Okay. Somebody's on the taxiway.
Yeah, don't worry about him.
All right.
And Person County 2 Pop Alpha is entering the downwind midfield runway 24 Person.
Mike Alpha turning final 24 Person.
Now position yourself back to where you normally would be.
Traffic Bonanza 40 Alpha, 8 miles south. We'll be adding a downwind for 22 Siler City.
But don't get in tight. And you're 200 feet low. Got to fly the plane. Keep turning. You're getting in really close. Keep turning. See him there on final?
Yep.
You can't get so caught up in other people that you aren't paying enough attention to your airplane.
You're right. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
Siler City traffic Bonanza 40 Alpha. 5 miles south of the field, bearing a downwind for 22 Siler City.
Person County Traffic 172, Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
Mike Alpha, clear to active, taxiing up the hangar. First County.
Oh, he lives here?
First County Traffic, Cherokee 6033 Whiskey, holding short, runway 24 on Alpha. Person.
He has a half the year he lives up here.
For a few days, Mike. 10-4.
And half the year he lives in Florida.
Thanks, sir. Still got that golf cart out front.
Bring it down.
He's in the golfing tournament. Did you need it? Maybe. See how that old tug does. Alright, I'll run down to his hangar and get it and be right back up.
Right foot. Easy, easy, easy. So you're doing it a lot better.
Yeah.
You're just rotating that last bit a tiny bit too fast. Just a smidgen too fast.
Okay.
Some days you have to. Some days you don't. Like on my joys.
I don't know if I'm overreacting to the wind issue. Maybe that's what it is.
Right foot, right
And
foot.
I'm not trying to blame the wind. I'm just saying.
First County Traffic,
Your brain's
Cherokee
overreacting.
6033 Whiskey,
Yeah.
departing runway 24, left close traffic. Person.
Blue Ridge traffic, Airlife 1, 9 miles to the east, 2,300 inbound, Blue Ridge.
Valley City traffic, I haven't even passed it. Valley City traffic, Roger Bonanza 40 Alpha, will be still downwind, we'll be turning a left base for 22 Siler City. Valley City traffic, have please area interference, we are departing on crosswind to the northeast, Valley City traffic.
Person County Traffic 172, Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
Siler City traffic, Bonanza 40 Alpha, left base, 22.
Person County Traffic 172, Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
Blue Ridge traffic, helicopter, medevac Airlife 1-5 to the east. We're lining up for a straight in now. Runway 31, full stop.
First County Traffic, Cherokee 6033 Whiskey, turning left crosswind, runway 24, left close traffic. Person.
Traffic, Skyhawk 357 this year, 5 miles southwest. Traffic, Siler City traffic, Bonanza 40 Alpha, turning final, 22, Siler City.
The heat on? You know,
Say again?
is the heater on?
Maybe a tiny bit.
Okay.
First County Traffic, Cherokee
May have done that a
6033
day or
Whiskey,
two
turning
ago.
left downwind, runway 24, left close traffic. Person.
I wasn't intentionally making you sweat.
Well, I thought it was the sun on my hand. I'm like, it seems really warm. You don't need the heater to make me sweat. Let's just put it out there.
What telling me that's not a challenge. Just a statement.
Blue Ridge traffic, this is Cherokee 8545 November. I'm about 15 miles to the northeast. We'll be coming in full stop on runway 31. Blue Ridge.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
And Blue Ridge traffic, medical helicopter Air Life 1 is on a 2.5 mile final for 31, full stop Blue Ridge.
It is a fairly clear day out here today.
It is. Very, very pretty. Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
First County Traffic, Cherokee 6053 Whiskey is turning base, runway 24, left close person. First County Traffic, Cherokee 6053 Whiskey, turning final, runway 24, left close traffic, person.
That was a nice one.
Yeah,
Off center. Nose, but other than that.
Nose was off center too.
Yeah, good flare.
So you're asking me to do it all together, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the final test.
Can't be just one or two things? All things.
All things. The final exam.
All things.
It's like the whole year of school. You get all these practice tests where you know a little bit about a little
bit here, a little bit there.
The end of the semester, you got to put it all together.
Yep. I guess the people who live down there must hate weekends.
I think most people, if you're 500 feet above them, don't even pay any attention.
Really? They don't complain?
No. Well, there's one guy that lives somewhere over there.
Yeah, I heard about him.
That complained. And I'd bet money there's people in his development that have Harley motorcycles that he hadn't said a word about.
500 feet, avoid over on the field, something.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County.
And on the other hand, most of the time when you're flying over that actual development, you're actually got the power back coming in to land on 6.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
First County Traffic, Cherokee 6053 Whiskey is clear of runway 24, taxiing back to runway 24 via Alpha.
Blue River traffic, Skyhawk,
Blue Ridge traffic, this is Cherokee 45 November at 3,000 feet in Bales, straight in on the localizer 31, full stop, Blue Ridge.
turning left downwind, runway 23, Arnett.
Blue Ridge traffic, Cherokee 45 November on a 5-mile final. Blue Ridge.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
Arnett traffic, Cessna Grand Caravan, Charlie Foxtrot, Oscar Tango Whiskey, 3,000 feet, 7 miles to the northeast of the field. Going to be transitioning through the area at approximately 5 miles north of the field, heading westbound. Arnett traffic.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6032 Whiskey is holding short on Alpha for runway 24, left person.
Traffic Shack, jumpers away, 13.57.
Look at that airspeed.
Blue Ridge traffic, Cherokee 45 November, now on a 3-mile final, 3-1, full stop, Blue Ridge. And Arnett traffic.
Remember, if everything's rising, it means you're not going to get there. We may need to make a slight right turn here. Going to be okay. Getting better. That was basically what you're looking for.
I was correcting all the way.
Yep. Push on that right foot just a
First County
tiny
traffic,
bit.
Cherokee 6032 Whiskey departing runway 24.
Now, there are times, you know, depending on the wind, you may have to have the nose cocked a little bit on the climb out, but the wings should still be level.
Right. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is remaining in the pattern. Should have been saying that earlier, but... Wheeze.
I got to quit hitting those. That's going to mess up me drinking my Mountain Dew.
Well, I think at this point, I'm going to do one more. If it's good.
Charlie.
If it's
All
not
right.
good, I'm going to do two more.
All right.
I want to end on a good note. That wasn't a bad one,
No, I'd take that one every day of the week.
but I want to get it a little bit better than that. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha, turning crosswind for runway 24, Person County. Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
Tower City traffic, November 95 Kilo. We are 10 miles out on the RNAV 4, circle to land 22. Tower City traffic.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6032 Whiskey is turning left crosswind, runway 24. Let's close traffic. Person.
I did that on purpose.
I know, but
I was a
you're
little bit high.
But you're back where you need to be.
Okay.
So that means you want to put the power back up.
Okay. But I just want to make sure you know what my rationale was.
Okay.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6052 Whiskey turning
And I'm
left
a little
downwind, runway 24. Full stop. Person.
Keep your nose up to skid it slowed to around 80.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County. Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
Tower City traffic, 9845 Kilo, 7 miles out on the RNAV 4, circle to land 22, Tower City traffic.
First County traffic, Skylane 2057 Papa, taxiing from SBO to runway 24 via Alpha.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6050 Whiskey, turning base, runway 24, left, or full stop, person. First County traffic, Cherokee 6053 Whiskey, turning final, runway 24, full stop, person.
Look good.
Not good enough.
Don't think that was you. I think that was the wind.
I don't care.
Damn, wind! Take this!
I gotta make it better. Oh, one more time.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Do you have a lesson after me?
Nope.
Okay. I'm sure you would have told me.
Well, plus I had you scheduled out to 2 o'clock and it's only 1:30.
Oh, okay. I mean, I get it. It was probably the wind.
Well, you have. What I look for is, did you handle it correctly? And the answer was yes.
Okay.
The wind picked you up, you eased off a tiny bit, but not huge. When it started back down, you worked it again. Same thing happened. You worked it a third time. We got a good landing.
Okay. Well, I'm encouraged, but I guess I want to feel a good landing.
Well,
maybe there's not a good landing.
We can either schedule you a day break or we can schedule you an hour before sunset.
Well, that's not a bad idea someday, maybe. Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning crosswind for runway 24. How early is too early for you?
I'm not much of a morning person unless I'm forced into it.
Okay.
But that's not to say I can't do it.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6053 Whiskey, clear runway 24, person.
Person County Traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning downwind for runway 24, Person County.
First County traffic, Skylane 2057 Papa, departing runway 24, closed traffic, Person County.
Do you have anything late on Thursday?
City traffic, 945 Kilo,
check.
2 miles out on the RNAV 4, circle to land 22. We'll be sidestepping to the right, going to the left downwind for runway 22, South City traffic.
I mean, selfishly, I'd rather not drive through rush hour. It would take me rush hour to get here later in the day.
Well, I got to admit, rush hour around Raleigh-Durham Airport's not much fun.
Tower City traffic, 945 Kilo, joining the left downwind below TPA, runway 22, Tower City traffic.
First County traffic, Skylane 2057 Papa, turning crosswind, runway 24, First County.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning base for runway 24, Person County.
First County traffic, Skylane 2057 Papa, downwind, runway 24, First County.
Don't let the nose come up.
Well, I thought it was a little bit low.
You aren't.
Okay.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6033 Whiskey, holding short, runway 24, person.
Person County traffic 172 Papa Alpha is turning final for runway 24, Person County.
Charles City traffic, 94.5 Kilo, flying the mist for the RNAV 4, Circle to land 22.
Better get some flaps in. And the wind's back coming from my side again.
First County traffic, Skylane 2057 Papa, turning base, runway 24, Person County.
You're just going to let it roll.
First County traffic, Skylane
rolling.
2057 Papa, turning final, runway
Take off.
24.
I was going to take off. I was going to get off the next.
That's fine.
Okay.
But you got somebody coming up behind you.
Right.
Rob, we can get off the runway quick as we can.
No worries, you got room there, Mike, or Steve.
I think the wind hit a little bit again.
Pete. What happened is you didn't do a good approach that time.
You're right. I was too high.
Well, too high, and then that created too fast, and
oh well.
You know that all compounds on you. It's not to say you can't pull it back together.
I know. I'm not
First County traffic, Cherokee 6033 Whiskey, departing runway 24.
Hard on it myself. It was a good experience as far as varying conditions. And as a win.
Okay.
A couple good ones.
Got a lot of good ones. Not necessarily all perfect, but a lot of good ones. I don't look for perfect. I look for the term I like is excellence. I like that people are trying hard, that they're gradually getting better, that they're not satisfied with mediocrity.
First County traffic, Skylane 2057 Papa, clear the active. First County, taxi back via Alpha.
You prefer perfectionists?
Perfectionist is a hard life to live. I've tried it part of my life. And I still care. I mean, I just changed for the most part, I've changed my outlook to excellence, where I am looking to be better each time, knowing that occasionally I'm going to be perfect, but most of the time I'm going to be close.
So, best way...
Yeah, I would just go right down the edge.
Okay, I was going to say...
Steve, you all done for the day?
We're all done.
Oh, that guy there, I just want to make sure that...
You want to hop in, shoot a few approaches?
Give me a little while, I can do that.
Where's he go? He wants you to get.
Sounds good. I'll make a lap or two.
Plane is talking to you.
That one.
Oh. Other friend of yours.
I'm fairly well known around here.
All right.
But turn really hard if you're going to put in this one. Or just stop here and we'll pivot it.
Would be better.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6053 Whiskey, turning left crosswind, runway 24.
I just stop here, we're
left
turning.
closed traffic, full stop. Person.
Oh, sorry.
First County traffic, Cherokee 6053 Whiskey, turning left downwind, runway